So welcome to a new year and a new series of yoga classes. I like to start every year by reviewing the chakras, the energy centers of the body. So I'm wearing red today for the base chakra. And as part of our class today, we're going to be doing an intensive investigation of one pose, and each week we'll pick one pose that exemplifies that particular chakra. And today we'll be doing mountain pose. So when we do that, we'll be standing in it a little longer than usual. So if you need to have a chair to hold on to or a wall to stand next to, just start planning that now. Okay? Good. We're going to start in a pose called Constructive Rest. So if you lie down on your back, and then bring your feet up as if you're going to prepare for bridge pose. But then let your knees turn inward and your toes relax so that the knees are against each other. And then just let the heels move outward so you find a comfortable place with the feet on the floor. Probably heels out, toes in. And then rest your hands on your belly. Relax your shoulders. I'm going to look at you so the sound goes that way, but you're going to align your head. And the reason this pose is called Constructive Rest is that your bones are holding you up and your muscles have a chance to totally relax. You can close your eyes and feel yourself grounding into the earth. Our root chakra is all about our structure, our physical world, inner and outer, our connection to the earth, our sense of safety and security. So you can think about that as you feel your muscles relaxing, your body melting into the floor. Feel the support of the earth. Feel how safe and secure you are at this very moment. No matter what's going on outside this room, there's nothing in this room where you are except you and your body and your breath. And bring your awareness down to right between your legs at the base of your spine. And that's the location of your first chakra, called Muladhara, root chakra. And the root chakra extends all the way down your legs and your feet. So the whole base of your body is all controlled by your root chakra. Observe any sensations in your legs. Feel your feet planted on the earth. And the affirmation that we will use with this root chakra is, I stand for myself. Let's slowly bring the feet to parallel and stretch the legs out. Inhale the arms up overhead and think of yourself being in Tadasana, only lying on the floor. So the feet are flexed, the fingertips are reaching. And just feel the energy from your heels up to your fingertips and back down to your heels. Nice long stretch, a nice deep breath in and out. And we'll just do our pranayama here today. Inhaling, feeling the belly fill. Exhaling, pressing out through the heels, reaching through the arms. Inhaling into the belly, exhaling, pressing that air out in both directions. And if you like, breathing in white light and exhaling red light down your legs and into the earth. Breathing in white light energy, exhaling red earth energy down your legs into the earth. One more. Feeling how your back is supported by the earth, the backs of your legs resting on the earth. Feeling safe, secure, supported, and grounded. And let's bring the arms and legs back in. And we'll open the arms into a goddess pose and just gently roll the knees from side to side, feeling our sacrum being massaged on the floor, the lower back. Feel our connection to the earth, which holds and supports us. And coming back to center, we're going to gently roll the head to one side and roll the head to center and roll it the other way. Rolling the head slowly and easily from side to side. Feeling the shoulder blades pressing into the earth. And coming back to center, slowly sliding one ear to your shoulder. And coming back up and sliding the ear the other way. And coming back up. Sliding your ear to your shoulder, feeling that stretch. And coming back up and sliding the ear the other way. And back to center. And let's bring the arms up to the ceiling, and we'll reach the hands as if we're holding the ceiling up, pressing your shoulders down, and then pointing your hands down. Flexing the wrists. If you'd like, you can bring your knees back into that constructive rest position, letting them relax while you work your arms and hands. And we'll circle the wrists. And circle back the other way. And we'll bring our arms back down into that goddess position. And just feel the shoulder blades wriggling down your back, pressing your arms into the earth. And let's bring the elbows together and open them out. So we feel the support of the earth, knowing that we're safe, secure, and grounded. Last one, and down. And let's bring our knees in, give our legs a hug, and we'll grab our knees and circle. Again, notice the sacrum pressing into the earth. Feel the connection of the earth supporting you. And we'll circle back the other way. And bringing our hands to the earth underneath our buttocks, let's just stretch those legs out and bend the knees back in. Inhale, stretching up, pressing your hips down. Feel the connection of your hips to your heels, connection of your body to the earth. Moving with the breath. And we'll do one more. And then let's just point and flex the toes and ankles. Hold back, relaxed on the floor, feeling the earth holding you up. And then circle the ankles. And circle back the other way. And then bring those legs in. Give yourself one more hug. And then we'll roll over and come onto our hands and knees for some table warm-ups. So pressing the hands into the earth, the tops of the feet into the earth. Feel your connection. Take a deep breath and just take a moment to feel the stability of this asana. And then we'll begin to move, lifting the tailbone, lifting the head and chest, opening up the spine, feeling how that freedom in your spine is related to the stability of your arms and legs, connecting to the earth. And we're beginning to move from that feeling of I am safe, supported, and grounded to I stand for myself. So it is our connection to the earth that allows us to stand tall. And coming back to center. Let's bring the right foot through. Come into a lunge. You can walk your foot a little forward if you like and drop your hips a little more. Turn the back toes over, pressing them into the earth. Lift the front toes up, reach back, nose to knee. Inhaling, coming into a lift of the chest. Exhaling, coming back over your leg. And you can continue with this, or if you like, coming into a high lunge and then stepping back, nose to knee. Coming forward into a high lunge if you like, and then stepping back, pressing back, nose to knee. So either the low lunge variation or the high lunge variation, whichever works for you. And then you can stay in your high lunge or your low lunge, and we'll come into a revolved side angle. You can take that upraised arm, bring it down and swing it over your ear to get a nice side stretch as you spin your rib cage towards the ceiling. But we're focusing on the feet pressing into the earth to give us that freedom and stability. And let's come on back down. And we'll change sides. Take a deep breath, stretch back into child. If you need to wiggle your fingers or wrists. And when you're ready, we'll come back into table. Send the other foot through. If you like, walk it down. Turn the back toes over, press them into the mat. Lift the front toes up. We'll reach back, nose to knee, lifting the front toes, reaching back. Inhaling, dropping the hips, lifting the chest. One more time, reaching back, nose to knee, coming forward. And again, you can continue with that variation or lift the back knee and stretch back, lifting the front toes as you drop over your knee. Coming into a high lunge here, or staying in your low lunge. Feel your connection to the earth, giving you stability and support for your flexibility and movement. And you can stay in high lunge or low lunge as we revolve into Ashwakhanasana, revolved side angle. You can keep your arm upraised or bring it forward and swing it over your ear, increasing your side stretch. Let's bring that hand back down. Bring the knee to the floor. Press back into child. And you can stay in child, feeling your connection to the earth here, or coming into a squat. And if you'd like to come into a squat, you can do a wide-legged squat like this, or on your toes like this, or you can do a high squat like this. So find the variation that works for you today. Whatever squat you choose, you want to feel again your connection to the earth, the feet pressing down, the toes and the arches lifting up. And then let's lift the hips, lower the head, and come into Uttanasana, our forward fold. If you like a little shift in the hips from side to side. And then bringing your hands to your thighs, slowly round your way up. And come into Tadasana. Now here's where I'm going to lead you into a guided meditation Tadasana. So if you need to stand by a wall or hold on to a chair or even sit in a chair and do chair Tadasana, because you're going to be there for a few minutes. And if you'd like to have your eyes closed, whatever you need for support. A lot of it will sound familiar. It's just how we're approaching it. And I am going to use a cheat sheet. So this is how I was trained, but I didn't memorize every single word. And he's got a couple subtle additions to the instructions. So I think this will be fun. Take a moment to find Tadasana. And here we go. Place the feet hip width and parallel. Spread and lift the toes. And feel your weight evenly distributed across the feet. Now relax the toes and allow the body to rock slowly forward and backward. Then side to side. And then feel how your weight rests on your feet as the body comes to rest at your natural center of balance. As you feel yourself naturally balanced, begin to attune to the earth and press the feet downward to deepen your connection. Feel as if you could grow roots down to the center of the earth. Allow the earth energy to be drawn up into the body, creating the steadiness of a mountain through your being. If you feel safe, you can do this with your eyes closed or just a soft gaze. Now, from this firm base of support, feel a line of energy from the earth up through the crown of the head. Lengthen and lift the body upward along this line of energy as the feet continue to press into the earth. As the body lengthens, also allow it to become fuller. As the feet press earthward and the body lengthens, the kneecaps and the thighs naturally lift, creating a contraction at the front of the thighs. The inner thighs are drawn together, and there is a sense of energy moving down the outer borders of the legs and up the inner thighs into the core of the body. As the thighs lift, there is a natural drawing downward of the tailbone and an upward core lift of the pelvic floor, together with the firming of the muscles of the perineum at the base of the body. Allow the outer hips to remain relaxed. As the tailbone drops and the torso continues to lengthen, feel the spinal column lengthen and the vertebrae separate, creating space between each segment of the spine, from the tailbone all the way up to the base of the head. Feel a lift in the rib cage from all four sides evenly. A good way to sense this is to actually place your hands on your rib cage and lift it upward. Leave the rib cage lifted and then allow your shoulders to relax down. Become aware of the fullness of the breath and the natural expansion of the rib cage and chest. Draw the lower ribs at the front of the body gently in towards the spine. Feel the lengthening through the back of the torso as you breathe and open the back ribs. Draw the area under the armpits upward and feel the lengthening through the sides of the ribs. As you release the shoulders downward, release the hands down and press the fingertips gently towards the earth. Keep the shoulders relaxed and lengthen the neck and lift the head. Relax the facial muscles and the root of the tongue as you draw the throat down and back. The eyes relax back towards the base of the skull, with the gaze on the horizon or closed, and the chin parallel to the earth. Now sense the overall alignment of all the regions of the body, the head over the shoulders over the pelvis over the knees, and the knees in relation to the feet and ankles. Notice the free flow of energy to every cell in your body. Allow the growing sensation of energy in the body to initiate the stretch of the arms out to the sides to shoulder height. Stretch the fingertips away from each other. Lengthen the arms and turn the palms up. Stretch the arms up overhead with the palms facing. Draw the shoulder blades back and down towards the hips as you continue to lengthen the spine. Allow the arms to come parallel to each other as much as possible, with the shoulder blades still drawn down. And turn the little finger sides of the hands slightly inward to create space between the shoulder blades. The shoulders remain relaxed as the fingertips reach upward. If your eyes are still open and it feels safe, allow your eyes to close and sense the energy body. Allow the energy body to expand. And feel the physical body expanding and opening even more as the physical and energetic levels merge. Rest in this space of expansion and openness as you hold mountain pose for 3 more breaths. Release the arms by turning the palms outward and allow them to float effortlessly down to the sides of the body as you continue to stretch through your fingertips. Take 3 more breaths into Tadasana to integrate the benefits. We will continue to move in a relaxed and integrated manner using what we learned in Tadasana in the rest of our standing poses. Starting in Tadasana, you step out to second position ballet. Take a moment to feel yourself grounding through the feet. Feel the kneecaps and thighs engage. The ribs lift, the shoulders circle up, back, and down, and bringing our arms up. Palms can be forward or facing. Press the knees and elbows back. Inhale, feeling the energy of the earth and reaching into the heavens. Elbows and knees press back, belly draws in, energizing. Inhaling, open. Moving with the breath, feeling your connection to the earth, giving you the support to rebound into your starfish. And back into goddess. And stretching up into starfish, keeping the integrity of your mountain pose. And let's do one more. If you'd like to come into a mudra, thumb and forefinger touching, 3 fingers lifted. If you'd like to come into a balancing pose, lifting your heels. And let's release and come back to Tadasana. Roll the shoulders. So the affirmation for Tadasana is I stand for myself. Feel your connection to the earth, giving you the stability to reach upward into the heavens. And let's come over towards the top of our mats, and we'll do a modified sun salute. Inhaling and feeling the stability and support of those strong legs, helping you reach up, continuing to lengthen the spine as you come over. Coming to a half lift. Exhale over. Let's ground through the hands and deeply bent knees, walk back into a downward facing dog. Now, downward facing dog is one of those poses that engages all of the chakras, but we want to put our attention today on the hips to the feet. So you can spread those toes wide, draw the kneecaps up and press the thighs back. Lengthen the spine from hips to fingertips. And let's bend the knees, come back down onto the knees, bring the elbows in, let's come slowly down towards the floor, and then slide onto our belly. Inhale into a little baby cobra. Come on back down, touching the earth. Turn the toes over, press back into downward facing dog. Remember, you can always take child if you start to get tired. Feel those legs drawing back, helping to create length in your spine. And we'll slowly walk our way forward to the front of our mat, stretch over, and let the head relax. Inhale, reaching up. Reach so tall that we maybe even arc back a little bit. And then hands to heart. We'll do 2 more of those. Inhaling. Feeling those legs strong and grounded. Feeling how solid and stable you feel. Forward fold. Grounding through the hands, walking or hopping back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Spread the toes, press the thighs back. Feel those legs, the engine pulling your hips back to lengthen your spine.
Thank you.
And we'll inhale down onto our knees. Hug the elbows in as we come down, chest towards the floor, and then slide forward onto our belly. Inhale, baby cobra, or if you're feeling a little more energetic, you can make it a higher. Arc back, and come down. Turn the toes over, press back into downward facing dog. And we'll walk ourselves to the front of our mats. Stretch over. Inhale. Get so tall that you feel like you want to reach back. And hands to heart. Feeling how your mountain pose just feels so natural, stable, and grounded today. We'll do 1 more. Half lift, hands to the floor, stepping yourself back into downward facing dog. Focusing on the energy in your legs, feeling them strong, supporting you, pulling you backwards, lengthening your spine. And then lifting the heels, bringing the knees to the floor, relaxing your toes, elbows hug in as you bring your chin and chest towards the floor, and then slide onto your belly. Coming up into a baby cobra, and that's all you have to do, especially since we're focusing on the earth. But if you really want to, you can come up higher. And coming down. Press back into downward facing dog 1 more time. And walk or hop yourself to the front of your mat, stretch over. Inhale.
You too, again.
Get so tall. And come back to center. I stand for myself, declaring your sovereignty, your connection to earth, your right to be here, to be who you are in all of your glory. Take that in. And we'll come into tree pose. So if you need, again, a wall or a support in any way for tree, please go and find that support. And then finding Tadasana, we'll shift our weight to one side, rotate the knee out. You can have your heel against your ankle or against your calf, all the way up into a half lotus. Whatever variation feels right to you today. You can keep your hand at your heart or add a variation here. But you might want to, just because we're focusing on the downward, you might want to stay here. It's up to you. Oops. One more breath here, reaching down and reaching up through the crown of your head. And shake it out if you need to. Start into Tadasana. Feel the stability. Shift your weight, rotate your knee. Again, you can stay here, calf, thigh, or half lotus. Hand at your heart, or up overhead. And focusing on the grounding down and stretching up. Whatever variation works for you. Two more breaths. And quick shake out if you need to, and then come back to Tadasana. Feeling the stability. And let's come back down onto our bellies on our mats. Taking a few breaths in crocodile pose. I'm going to come into half frog. So you can bring your hands into Sphinx position, reach your legs out behind you, feel the connection of your pelvis to the floor. I'm going to slide one leg out at a right angle. So we've got right angle, right angle, right angle, pressing that hip down into the earth. And you can come down into crocodile again, turning your head away from your knee if you like. Awareness and breath right into the base of your spine, feeling your first chakra energy, your connection to the earth. You can imagine that as a red ball of light, red light energy at the base of your spine and going all the way down your legs. And come on back up into our Sphinx pose and bring that leg back in. Ooh, feel the difference? The two sides? My goodness. And we'll bring the other leg out at a right angle. So right angle from hip to knee to ankle to foot. And you can come back down into crocodile pose, turning your head away from your knee, pressing that hip down into the earth. Deep breaths. Feeling your whole body supported by Mother Earth. Feeling safe, supported, and secure. Breathing into the base of your spine and down your legs with that red energy. And let's come on back up and slide that leg down. And we'll roll over onto our backs. Preparing for Setsu Bandhasana bridge pose, but we'll start with some pelvic lifts. So again, knees and feet are parallel, hip width apart. Feel the connection of your feet to the earth. You can lift your toes here, spreading them wide as you press into the four corners of your feet and feel your legs engage. And then relax the toes down. Take a deep breath in and then lift the hips. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, exhale, lifting the hips and lowering down. And awareness at the base of the spine. We'll do one more pelvic lift. Inhale, lifting the hips and down. And then we'll come up into Setsu Bandhasana, a nice deep breath. Feel those feet engage in the earth, giving you all the energy and flexibility that you need to open up nice and high. Feel the connection of the feet into the earth. Feel how that gives you the lift that you need. Focusing on those strong legs connecting to Mother Earth. Tailbone is pointed towards your knees so that there's length in your lower back, no pinching there. Keep pressing into the earth. Feel the stability, the groundedness, the serenity that Mother Earth gives you, even in the midst of doing something very, very beautiful and dynamic like this. And then we'll slowly feel our spine reconnecting to the floor. Take a few breaths here. Bring one leg in, give it a hug. Place that on the floor, bring the other leg in, give it a hug. Place that foot on the floor, open your arms out and lower your knees to one side, stacking one knee on top of the other, turning your head away from your knees. Feel the weight of your legs sinking into the earth. You can even put your hand on your leg to encourage the sinking. Inhale back to center, give yourself a hug, and lower your legs the other way, stacking one knee on top of the other, reaching your arms out and turning your head away from your legs. Feel the weight of your legs sinking into the earth. You can encourage that by resting a hand on your top leg. Inhale back to center, one final hug, and then release your feet to the floor. And you can end either in constructive rest with your knees knocked together and the feet turned inward, heels outward, or in Shavasana with the legs rolled outward, palms up by your side. And feel how your back moves so close to the floor, heavy with relaxation. You can stay in Shavasana for as long as you like, but when you're ready, bring your feet flat on the floor, roll to one side, make a pillow with your arms. Blink the eyes gently to come back into the room. Place your hands on the floor in front of you and press yourself up to a seated position. Take a moment to check in with yourself, how you're feeling now. I'm hoping that this session left you feeling powerful, centered, grounded, calm, confident, safe. Namaste.